Hey everybody, it's here again. Uh, I wanted to analyze a friend's replay. Death Knight here, the Spirit Breaker, and mostly I wanted to focus on the aspect of the strategic thinking of a roaming player. So, uh, I think before even the game starts, I'm gonna talk to you about the pre-game plan, because I think especially as a roamer, the whole early game is revolving around this pre-game plan. If you don't think about this stuff before the game starts, then you're gonna be playing like a confused fuck when you go into the game. So, pre-game plan. Uh, what are our heroes? What are the enemy heroes? How do we synergize? How does the enemy synergize? What do we have to offer? What do they have to offer? And you think about the matchups. Like, imagine you're this Spirit Breaker. Let's look at all the five enemy heroes, what they naturally will be doing in the laning stage, and how you should be thinking about their laning stage and how your laning stage would look like. So, as a sniper, he's gonna be staying in the back. Okay, I'm going from right to left. As a sniper, he's gonna be staying back, last sitting under the tower, while the enemy Lina, while your Lina is also staying in the back and getting last hits, maybe getting some harass with his Q on the sniper, but it's less likely because the sniper is, if he maxes his E, he's gonna be staying out of the range of that Q. Lina is also a hero that is in long range, not as much as sniper, but still long ranged. But she's also squishy. So if the sniper, uh, if she tries to attempt to attack the sniper and the creeps attack her and the sniper attacks her, she's gonna lose a shit ton of her health. So it's probably not gonna be a matchup that the Lina should be dominating. If she does or not is dependent on the players and how they play. But generally, you want to be thinking ideally, not what if they make the mistake. So this is about the sniper. The anti-mage is gonna be statically farming the ideally wants to be staying in the lane, statically farming until he has like the power tris plus a ring of health. Then he's gonna be shoving the wave, getting the camp next to the lane, getting back to the lane, shoving the wave, going to the easy camp again, doing this pattern until he has the battle fury. If he gets booted out of the lane, he will just leave and go jungle until he gets the battle fury. And after the battle fury, he's just gonna be jungling and switching between lane and jungle and just farming as fast as he can. But as the laning stage, he's just gonna be statically staying bottom. As the Bloodseeker, as it appears, it is a weird game. Before the lane starts, you wouldn't know where these guys are going. Is Enigma jungling or Blood jungling? Yeah, you gotta like see who's jungling and who's laning, and then you can decide more on what to do. But if one of them is jungling and one of them is laning, it's always great for a roamer, because the lanes are gonna be 4v5, and especially like the enemy offlane is gonna be weak as fuck, so you can abuse that. So what the Enigma wants to do is, if he's an offlaner, he'll deny every ranged creep of his own. He'll take his he'll harass the support with the Enigma kids. I forgot the names. And he's gonna be like annoying in the lane and getting all the XP, and the lane is gonna be pushed to him because he's denying all the range creeps. So the lane is naturally gonna be pushing to him. So he's gonna be in the safe spot farming normally. and he's gonna be out leveling the safe lane, because there's gonna be one support and one carry who are missing one uh, range creep deny, and he got the range creep deny XP. So he's like massively gonna be uh, going up on the XP. He's gonna have an XP lead if he's a solo offlaner. If he's jungling, he's doing a terrible thing, and he's gonna be farming until like 12 minutes or something, and he's got blink. And the enemy Bloodseeker, again, if he's laning, he's gonna be squishy early levels, but if you just let him passively do his thing, he's gonna have like he's a very weak laner as an off laner, because if you have like one support and one oh wait, I thought Lina is mid. You have Tinker, okay. So I guess Lina support. So anyway, the Bloodseeker is gonna be a weak laner, so if he comes to the off lane, he's gonna if you play it right, he can be like totally booted out and become a food. Dark Willow is a hero that in this game is playing support, meaning he's gonna be probably casually hanging around anti-mage, using his W to harass, maybe put some wards, stack a little bit, pull maybe, stuff like that, the normal support stuff. So as the Spirit Breaker roamer, you wanna see who is my primary target and who I wanna be like annoying or killing, threatening to kill in the laning stage. Based on the explanations we gave, you don't want to go on sniper. You don't want to stay in sniper's lane. The only times you go for sniper is when you can kill him for whatever reason. I don't know, he's low on HP and the Tinker has laser and W maxed out, and if you go on him, he's dead. You go on him. Like the only scenario you go on sniper is just to kill him. Okay. The next thing, anti-mage. Okay, in anti-mage's lane, based on who's going, it's probably Weaver. Okay, the Weaver is in anti-mage's lane, which means the anti-mage is gonna be with Dark Willow versus Weaver, which means you can have a good impact in the laning stage of that anti-mage. So a bad impact for him, a good impact for you and your team. So I'm thinking if you should be starting there or not, and I think you shouldn't. Just because the offlane Weaver as an offlaner can get away with the early, aggression, and the enemy doesn't really have like this reliable stun. Like there's Dark Willow Q and E. Oh, sorry. Which Dark Willow can do that, but it wouldn't kill Weaver. So you let the Weaver get the solo XP, and you go secure top lane. Just because if it's Enigma, it's gonna be one hero, and you're gonna be three, and you can boot him out, and you can pull the camps so he doesn't get, because he's pulling the wave towards himself, pushing it towards himself by denying the range creeps. It would naturally push to him. You would go pull from the easy camp and then to the hard camp, so that the Enigma wouldn't get the XP of that, and maybe goes out of position and you can kill him. So you would disrupt his pattern. Again, I don't know who's gonna be laning, but you gotta think about all the scenarios. So if it's a Bloodseeker, you can just bully the shit out of him at levels, and they make him, nullify him, make him a non-factor. And if it's an Enigma, you can still, I'm talking about good Enigmas and good Bloodseekers. So if they're bad, it's just gonna be easier, okay? If it's an Enigma, it's gonna be harder because he has like the advantage of denying the range creep and pushing the wave to himself, and you fix that with pulling and then being aggressive if he walks up. Uh, and the Dark Widow is just a support. Whenever you think like you have a chance to kill, you can just charge. He's not like the factor of am I gonna stick to that lane or not. Also, Enigma has this blink dagger timing that really matters a lot. So what you want to do is at the start of the game you're gonna say from minute 9-10 until like 2013 I'm gonna be extra careful and tell my teammates to be extra careful that when the Enigma is missing, because that's the time that he would have the blink dagger if he wants to go for it, and you wouldn't want to feed them. Also, if the Enigma is jungling, a better idea, or the Bloodseeker, like both is fine. It's a good idea that after you've zoned the lane you were in out, if the sentence grammatically made sense, if you zone the guy out, like whoever the offlaner was, you can go rotate to the jungle and annoy the jungler while putting a ward to both give vision to him jungling and maybe block his camp too, like a hard camp. I'd say just give the most vision you can, because that's what matters more than the blocking. But yeah, this is like the pre-game plan for the early stages of the game as this hero. Now let's play the game out and see if you think act like this or not. Like this thought process is what makes you play the way you should be playing. If you aren't playing the way you should be playing, it's because you didn't think about it. So next time you play, you think about this stuff before the game starts. So the more you think about this stuff, the better you become. Okay, so let's see where you go. Player perspective. Okay. Did you block the camp? Oh, why can't I see? Okay, what is the purpose of this ward? Like, when warding as a support. Okay, let's talk about this. As a support, or if you're whatever, carry, whatever, in the warding philosophy, why would you ward? Because you want vision. Why do you want vision? This question's gotta be asked. What vision of what? What vision do you want? So, this here, this doesn't show anything that matters. And it doesn't block you put it in between two camps, and it doesn't block any of the camps, so the enemy can still pull, but you wouldn't have vision of the high ground. And then no camp is blocked, and this ward is effectively showing this area, which the ward would still show if you put it here, but if you put it here, it would show this rune, it will show this camp, except like this part of it, it would be in Fog of War. It would show these two this whole area, and then it would show this part of the map, and this, and this. This board is bad because it does not accomplish anything. So from now on, when you want to ward, think about what is it gonna accomplish. Like for example, in later stages of the game, when you take this tower, you want to have a ward here, so you can farm this camp and this lane with but know when the enemies come, who is coming. If there's a guy you can kill, you can go around here and kill him. If there's a guy who can kill you, you can either farm this, go. If he's like going here, you can just like walk all the way back and go there. if he's like he TP'd here, you can just like TP here and take this tower if you wanted to, for example. Or all sorts of stuff can happen because this ward was here. Why was this ward here? Because you thought, oh, I killed this tower, I want to be here, but I want to be safe, I put it here. You see the thought patterns? It's all about the thought patterns. The better you become at thinking about the analytical thinking, the better you become at the game like itself. Okay, so let's go back to the player perspective. So again, you can see you're bottom. Why are you bottom? Because you didn't think that. Okay, and look, the anti-mage is top. Like, the worst fucking thing they can do, the enemy can do, like, this anti-mage should, and he got like Q level. Like, this guy is a dead man if you were here. Like terrible, actually terrible. And he's still getting away with it. Why? Because you're not there. See? Like, this was kill. Now look, he's getting 3 levels. And do you still kill him? Yes, but at what cost? You lose all your health, he loses all his mana. The anti-mage is level 3 and quarter, while he should have been like level 1, not able to even see and get to the XP range. And what did you accomplish bottom, by the way? Nothing. All that you accomplished bottom was... Look, like, this is like the worst case scenario, like, for the enemy. If you were thinking about this stuff, this enemy should have, like if you look, we were about this. Sorry, I'm watching Beaver. I wanted to see how these lanes are playing out. Like, this guy should be dead. He shouldn't be here. Like, if he walks here, he should be charged and he should be booted out, and if he comes back, he's dead. But where are you right now? Regioning. Okay, boots on Spirit Breaker. When do you get boots? When you have this. Where is it? Orb of Venom. Why would you get boots without Orb of Venom? Why? At this, as your starting items, I would still just buy Orb of Venom instead of Stout Shield or Ring of Health and these. Like, I would have them. Like, I would have this no matter what, and then maybe I'll add the other stuff as the game goes on. Just because, with like, look, 275 gold cost, 12% slow. 12% slow is a shit ton of slow, okay? Especially early game when you don't have boots. So look, what you've been doing is effectively, if you stay top and you would have booted this guy out effectively. Look, this guy wouldn't have had any levels. He's level 4 right now, okay? This is not you winning the lane that he's like going back to base with almost no HP. This is you losing the lane because he's level 4. This lane should have been so much won that the anti-mage shouldn't have gotten the Battle Fury until his was like it was minute 20, 25, and he didn't have jack shit, and you have taken the tower with your Luna, and the game was just over because you had all the towers and you got Aegis and you just ended the game. Why? Because the anti-mage didn't get jack shit. And then you saw the, like, you weren't there when the Weaver made the Bloodseeker go almost kill the Bloodseeker and the Enigma, right? So if you were top and zoning the anti-mage out and you saw the situation happening bottom, you could have charged bottom and you could have killed bottom, or you could have like TP'd bottom, charged the guy, killed him, maybe killed this guy too, or forced him out of the lane, and then you could have just charged back top and stayed back on top. Again, as I said, the pre-game plan was like one of these guys is gonna be jungling and the other one is gonna be offlaning and the anti-mage is gonna be laning. But it seems like weirdly like everything is going wrong. Like jungle sniper, Willow mid, safe lane, duo, Enigma plus Bloodseeker, and Enigma is maxing his E. Like, look, if you think right, these games are not just easy to win. They're like, you don't. There's no effort even. Like, you just auto win these games because this is so bad that if you like kill two of these guys and take their towers and make the map smaller for them, they all will be forced to be like farming these 3 jungle camps, and they'll be forced to farm this, and they can't farm this because this is ancient, and same for here, this, and not these ones either. So 5 jungle camps for 5 heroes, and everybody's playing core, so nobody's even supporting. So imagine if you played it right in the first minutes, it would have just been like an auto win because you took towers, they didn't have any place to farm, and you would have hunted them down and killed them again and again and again, and taken their towers by telling Luna, please come take the tower. And if he didn't take the tower, you still would ward like these jungles here and here, the cliffs, and anytime they were not sticking to each other and jungling, you would have charged them and forced them out of their jungle, and you just made them play scared as fuck, and they just auto lose the game. Like I'd say these guys would lose the game at 10 minutes. The throne will be like dead in whenever Luna feels like pushing. But effectively what you're doing is not thinking about these stuff consciously. Like, look, these guys are giving 3 damage to this tower, almost dropping this tower, while like I'm seeing how it plays out. But it doesn't actually matter how it plays out. The thing that matters is the moment that you could have like made these guys just their lane's nightmare. You didn't. And anti-mage has a ring of health now, and he should have nothing. I'm talking about nothing. I'm talking about not even the 6 last hits. Look, where are you? Here. Anti-mage. Sitting here, content, getting XP. And you might be thinking, but he's not getting shit, he's still got the 6 last hits. But I will say, excuse me, he shouldn't have even, like, yeah, finally. He shouldn't even be able to stay here. He should be so fucked that he can't even lane anymore. Like, this should be how bad it is. Like, look, easy kill, but this should have happened like 10, I'm joking, but 10 times before. And look, this tower is taking shit ton of damage, while these guys shouldn't have had anything. This guy has phase boots now. This guy has soul ring now. I'm saying, like, yes, he won the lanes, but this should have been so much won that it was just like end of the game at it was the end of the game at like okay. It's funny to watch this. 10 minutes, yeah, sorry for getting distracted. So yeah, just think about the pre-game stuff. I think like continuing this wouldn't help you much more, just because if you did this right, the game wouldn't have gotten to this point at all. Like look, I want to actually show this. 8:40 minutes. These guys, everybody sucks. Okay, so nobody has that many assets. Everybody has very very low assets. At this minute of the game, there have been like 60 or something creeps. The maximum somebody got in this game was 34. That was Luna, and these guys, arguably, I'd say, if you played it right, this guy should have had like 10 last hits, while Enigma had also like 10 last hits. When this guy Anti-Mage had nothing, 0, and this, like, look, this guy is mid laner. Okay, this guy is mid and has 5 last hits. Okay, it was just an auto lose if you just played the right way by thinking who is the threat, who am I gonna be playing the lane against, and who am I gonna like totally destroy in the laning stage. If you thought about this and destroyed this guy, and then like when you saw the Weaver destroying this guy, like going to Weaver's lane and helping him like totally destroy these guys by killing them, then you could have like communicated with the Luna to please let's push the tower, and you push the tower, and then you pushed another tower and another tower. Like it was just like an automatic win, but it wasn't just because you didn't think this stuff through and you didn't lead your team. Like if you don't know it yourself, you don't lead your team either. And by the way, don't level your W as the Spirit Breaker until you got these 2 maxed and your ult ready. So I think further than this, it's not gonna be necessary, because it's just if you have done these right, it was just simply an automatic win. So the rest of the game is just like I'm just gonna fast forward and see what's going on. So you're like chilling, doing nothing, letting them farm, and you might say, oh, but I was alone here and my carry died and I couldn't have done anything. But again, if you done the stuff that I told you before, right, this situation couldn't have happened. And the sniper has been like farming real slowly in the jungle for like 10 minutes, but nobody came to. This was your job to kill this guy over and over again, but you didn't. And these guys are just, you see, these guys are allowed to farm, and not just farm, kill this guy, just because you allowed them to, by not destroying them earlier. So again, with ward, what is the purpose? Like, if you put the ward here, do you want to see who comes from here and here? Does it really matter? Or do you want to have your ward here to see who's jungling, or here, somewhere here, to see who's jungling, who's passing this? Like here, I think it would be very beneficial, because all these guys are staying in this area and jungling, and especially this sniper. And you could kill this sniper over and over and over again and again, and you didn't. And of course with enough farm, the enemy is gonna finally have the advantage. Like if you just let them. Like, you should communicate with your Luna, let's push now. Like, you have Dragonlance. Dragonlance is for pushing. If you had Mask of Madness, okay, sure, this was fine. I myself would get Madness before I get Dragonlance, but whatever. Yeah, dude. I think that's it. Like, further than this, it's just happening. The same story is happening. You are killing them now, but you're not taking towers with it. Okay, maybe this is the. I didn't mention this enough. That after killing people, you gotta take towers. If you don't do that, like when you can. If you don't do that, you're gonna fall behind. I know you're low HP right now. I'm not talking about just right now. Whenever you kill people, consider taking their towers. Can I take their towers? If yes, take the tower. Because if you kill them over and over and over again, but you don't take the towers, you're never gonna win the game, and they're gonna have these jungle areas safe because they have a tower next to them, and they have vision of around the tower, and they can farm this all this area because you didn't give you didn't take this towers and made their map smaller. If you took all the tier 1s and then the tier 2 bottom, they would have had nothing to farm. Like this tiny area, very dangerous for them. This area, like really not comfortable because it's low ground versus the high ground you can always come from. And here this again, low ground. This is ancients, they couldn't farm this. It was just like no way they could have won if you played it right. So think about this stuff more from now on. So the practical thing I want you to do from this game forward is before the game starts, as a roamer especially, but as every hero, but especially as roamers, think about what each hero on the enemy team does, and see what you want, and like in whose lane you will have the most impact. You go to that lane, have your impact, and then if there's a situation where you can like kill somebody with in other lanes, then go kill in other lanes. But other than that, just stick to the lane that you can dominate with your teammates if you stay there. For example, here it was top with anti-mage. So yeah, this is the main thing you should be working on, and good luck, dude. If you have any more questions, ask me either on the comments below, or on my social media or Discord channel. Any of you guys watching, like if you like the analysis, if you have any questions yourself, if you want me to analyze your games, put them in the comments or in the Discord channel, or again social media. Any of these will do, and I will put them in the replay analysis archive, and we'll see whenever I will get to that, because I gotta see when I'm free to do these analyses. I'm happy to help. Good luck with your games. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.